day. Fill us up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so light.
Hello, this is Rich Odenmacht at Woodsboro Bank, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Good morning, Frederick. Today is Tuesday, November 4th, Election Day in Frederick City, and I'm your host, Dani Gurrie. Hey, if you've got an announcement or just want to be on the show, we'd love to have you. Interviews are live at 9:30 and 9:45 weekdays, just like today. We got a bunch of guests coming in. Click the link in the description to send details, to sign up. We'd love to have you. All right, talking about what's on the show today. Got our morning roundup with Randy and Bob. Then we're going to go over what's happening in Frederick. If you want that full link, actually clickable, look in the description and you'll see it there. We got a live in-studio interview. We got the Frederick Ghostbusters who are in the house today, live at 9:30. And then at 9:45, we have Dr. Rachel Altvater. I'm going to have Altvater. Oh, gosh, I have no idea. Dr. Rachel is coming in from Creative Psychological. She does all kinds of therapies, creative play and art and things like that. I can't wait to ask her all about her practice. She's got one in Columbia. She's got one here in Frederick. And I'm sure she does a good job there. But we're going to ask her all kinds of questions about her practice and how she can help you or your child if needed. All right. Buy the Good Morning Frederick merch, and Reforge is the beneficiary for the month of November. So head into the home of everything Frederick starting tomorrow, 401 North Market Street in downtown until Sunday. Wednesdays to Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can guarantee we're there. Now, we are also there 5 to 6 p.m. And I'm more than happy to have you come in and shop while we're doing live from Studio 401 or a little after. We're there. So come on in and shop then. If you see the lights on, if the door's locked, just knock or just come on in. We'll take good care of you. All right, let's go ahead and officially get this show started so we can be further towards the end of the day. Fusion Car Wash has 2 locations to serve you, one on Spectrum Drive, which is full service, and one on Thomas Johnson Drive with self-serve vacuums. Download the Fusion Car Wash app and sign up for a monthly membership. Keep all the cars in your household clean every single day if you want. FusionCarWash.com. All right, it's time for our morning roundup.
It's time for the Morning Roundup with Dani, Bob, and Randy. Here to get you caught up with everything you missed overnight on Good Morning Frederick.
Well, we got two of the three, but It's okay. Bob's now the big program director of WFMD, so
he's the big boss, so he doesn't have to come on these piddly little shows anymore.
I want to say good morning to Mama Cone, who is always watching. She says, always start your day here. You have to listen to her. It is a rule of the universe that you have to listen to what Mama Cone says.
Absolutely. That is true in every facet.
Yes, it is for sure. Well, how are things down on Market Street right now?
Things are good. I think I saw the Ghostbusters, so I'm not sure if we're going to have some sort of an event down here or they'd be doing something. That is a little foreshadowing for later on
That's
on
right.
the show.
Well, hopefully they're clearing the area of any untoward, sources that we have down there.
Yes, that is.
Maybe the flies will go away now.
Maybe. We do have a fly infestation.
Randy and the Flies. There's a new movie coming out soon, Randy and the Flies.
Yeah, that sounds like a band. I love it.
Should be. What else is happening?
Well, good morning, Frederick. It's election day here in America, so if you don't vote, then you won't be able to say, hey, these potholes suck around here. Make sure you also posted your I voted sticker on Instagram so everybody's aware that you did vote.
Yeah. And so the city election here in Frederick, obviously for city residents, is at Trinity School right next to Key Stadium. So the corner of New Design Road and Stadium Drive is where everybody's got to go today. You can also drop off your ballot that you received in the mail to one of many boxes. Actually, I was at TJ High School picking up our nephew the other day, and there's a box there. I'm sure there are plenty of places around town if you don't want to go to Trinity. But if you've waited this long, my assumption is that you want to do it in person, and that's what I'll be doing, heading over there today with Mama Cone and getting our vote on.
Absolutely. Frederick, while you were sleeping, former Vice President Dick Cheney has died. His family announced his passing today at the age of 84, saying in a statement that he died due to complications of pneumonia and cardiac and vascular disease. The statement paid tribute to Cheney as a great and good man who taught his children and grandchildren to love our country and to live the lives of courage, honor, love, kindness, and fly fishing. He was 84.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So here's something that I wasn't quite sure what was happening here, but, we went out on Halloween in downtown Frederick, but there is a mystery abound in Frederick County. Dani, East Church Street residents shared doorbell footage of a goat in a toddler-sized ghost costume trotting down the sidewalk at 9:40 on Halloween night. No owner visible. The video racked up thousands of videos of shares online, and still no word on who or what was up with the goat.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen this. How's that possible? I'm on social media 24/7. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. It says it's on Frederick Unplugged, so I'm going to go check that out.
Our friend Herbie's page group. Yeah, we're going to have to check that out. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is
I'm telling you right now, the people who try to get away with anything and not understanding, like all the kids who went to the unattended candy bowl that said take one and dumped the entire thing into their bags. Every single one of you, please understand, you're on Ring footage. You're on doorbell camera footage. Terrible thing to do. Actually, I saw a friend of mine, Adam from Mount St. Mary's, his daughter, they went trick-or-treating, left the bowl, looked on their Ring camera footage because the bowl was empty by the time they got back. One kid took all the candy. So Adam's daughter sat out on the front and gave out the candy. She just went around and collected.
Oh, that's
Isn't that
terrible.
Sweet?
That's very sweet. And
terrible at the same time.
But, I mean, they're kids, and everyone's got a story of, hey, when I was a kid, I mean, I know people that have done it, that just take it, put it in there. But the problem is, in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, when flip phones were big, you were not on doorbell ring camera. Nowadays, everything is on every camera, and we get to see it all take place live. But
That's true. That's true. Want to say a good morning to Beth Pearson, good friend from the Scott Key Center, and our good friend Christy Wood, saying good morning to her. She's in Vermont right now. I wonder if it's a little chillier up there, but it looks like a beautiful day outside.
probably, yeah, for sure. Contocton Smokehouse held a soft opening tasting Monday on Old National Pike, selling out of brisket in under 2 hours. Pitmaster Amber Lewis said, quote, "We're sticking to low and slow with Maryland flavors. Expect Old Bay brushed ribs on weekends."
Oh, my.
Yeah.
I mean, let me just tell you, that should be having your name all over it.
Definitely does have my name all over it. Saw that and instantly got hungry. So
last night we had a kerfuffle with our live from Studio 401 with the internet outage or whatever was happening. We weren't really actually sure what was going on.
yeah.
And we were going to talk about the post office and just the frustrating dealing you had with the post office.
But it's probably good that we didn't go right on because I was still a little high. I don't know what it is about the post office down on, what is that, Patrick Street, right downtown?
Yeah, the
It's like 2
downtown
blocks.
post office on Patrick Street.
I have never gone into that post office. Now, keep in mind, I sell a lot of stuff on eBay. So, and I have to like set this up a little bit so you see how bizarre this is. So, in eBay, I pay for the postage through eBay. They send me a thing. I stick it on my box. All I have to do is then take whatever box I have from eBay, give it to the person. They scan it so I can just get a receipt that it was sold, and then I'm done. I don't need to sit there, and I don't need stamps. They don't have to weigh it.
This is what I sometimes have a problem with and the post office is a quasi government, department, so they don't run the most efficiently. Why isn't there a simple scanner? Because a lot of us prepay for our postage now through a lot of different means. There should be a scanner with a printer there. You just scan your package, drop it in a bin, and the printer gives you a receipt.
Yeah. Now, to be clear, they have a place where you could just drop it off, and then
No,
later,
I know, but you need that receipt.
correct. You wouldn't get a receipt that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Anyway.
I was visibly shaken. I actually double parked because I was like, I'll just go in 2 seconds. I looked in, there was only like 5 people. I said this, and 20 minutes later, after I'm looking out, because I was for sure I was going to get a ticket for being double parked. I couldn't hold there were people having conversations, and listen, I don't understand the when you're out at a place and there's a long line and you're the one being helped, the small talk and the stuff about grandchildren and how stamps used to be 20 cents, that has all got to stop, and you just got to do your business and roll up out of there.
Well, we're not even going to talk about your double parking. That is on you. But the fact you were so visibly shaken and being consoled by the stranger behind you,
yeah. So the
makes
guy
me
put his hand
laugh out
on
loud.
my shoulder and he says, "I understand," and it was a fatherly, and I was like, yeah. I've realized that I can no longer. At this age, hold in any emotions. I would be a terrible poker player. You would know instantaneously what I had.
Oh, yeah. Want to quickly shout out Debbie tuning in, say she's stalking me again. She's being funny, actually. She was one of our, came into the shop recently, purchased a bunch of things for her grandchildren. I think they found an egg as well. So want to thank her for dropping a comment in this morning.
Yeah, it's always good to hear from everybody who comes down.
It is.
And does. I guess 2 teenagers were arrested. This happened a couple of days ago, actually on Monday. The sheriff's office says was an ongoing investigation into illegal possession of firearms. Julius Carter Benjamin and Daniel Waltermath had drugs, cash, and guns, all confiscated by the Frederick County Sheriff's Office, and they are currently being held at the Frederick County Detention Center.
Not so good. Young men need to get straightened up.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
I mean, like,
listen,
all these cameras around.
All these cameras. It's funny.
Not only is it illegal, there's just a lot of cameras around as well.
Yeah, there's just actually Frederick City is pretty camered up. I know for sure. If you walk around, you'll see a lot of cameras out in Frederick City. And I'll say this, just everyone's got one in their pocket. So, what you may not think you're getting caught on. I mean, somebody can simply be walking by and catch whatever you're doing. So
Yeah.
on the best behavior. I think, were you and I talking about this? There was an argument of someone who was out in public saying you needed to ask permission to take a photograph.
No, but this is one of my favorite arguments because I'm a videographer, a photographer, and have done many things in the middle of public, and it always shocks me how little knowledge the general public has of what you can and can't do on a public street, which is everything, by the way. Film,
Right.
take a picture, doesn't matter. You have no, you don't have any benefit of privacy when you're on a street walking. It's just everyone, but it is funny when people try to come out and be like, you have a permit.
I know. I've always wondered, have you ever thought these are some of the things that keep me up at night, I guess? Not really keep me up, but just wondering how many other people's photos I'm in of people I don't know. Like just happen to be walking by or in the background or things like that. I think that's just so interesting to think about.
Yeah, there was a really cool story of these two people there. I think they were like 25 years old. They were getting married. They were from Maryland, and they had and they had met each other in college and found out that they were from the same area or whatever. Well, lo and behold, during the wedding, they were showing pictures of each of one is the girl is a child, and the boy is a child. And in one of the photos of the girl in Ocean City with her family, she snapped a picture, and her husband was in the background, also a little boy, just playing on the boardwalk in the background of the picture years before they ever met. So
that is craziness.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Yes. How shocking would that be? Be like, wait a minute, that's me.
Right. It's exactly what happened. The parents were like, hey, that looks like your mom. It's like, that is my mom and dad.
That's so funny.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's just funny. Our paths are destined, I think, sometimes. It's very cool.
Well,
what else you got?
That's pretty much it for the news there. So
it looks happening down on Market Street today. I see the traffic going by in the window. You're not being totally blinded out by the sun.
I think the sun has moved a little bit here because you have to remember we're in a different. Theoretically, we're at 10:18 in the morning now.
Right.
Yes. 8:08. Yeah, 10:08. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. 10:18.
Fall back.
We fell back. So it would normally be 10:18, which has gotten you out of the sunlight.
The keyhole.
So you and I were talking about why do we have daylight saving, and it's for the farmers. So I saw on social media a meteorologist talking exactly about what would happen if we eliminated daylight saving, and he was saying that in parts of the U.S. the sun would not rise. And this is like in major cities like Chicago area, parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin. The sun would not rise until 9:18 a.m. and it would set, I think even the latest it would set would be like 6:20 p.m. or something. So even like in the summer, you would have your sun setting at early before like 7:30 in the evening. So it's really interesting to play out if we were to cancel daylight savings.
A couple of things. Number one, I want to commend you for saying daylight saving time because that's exactly what it is. And so when people say daylight savings, it's like, it's not really, it's a little micro thing, but that is the way you're supposed to say it. And yes, I don't mind. I actually would rather. There's nothing better to me than being on a summer night in the middle of July or August and have it be like 9:18 and it's still the sun is dusking a little bit and it just is great. You're out, it's warm. So I don't know. I like it. I like to keep it.
Yeah. So you're all for keeping daylight saving time.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I would rather have the longer days in the summer when I'm out golfing or doing something else.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Otherwise, 4th of July fireworks could go off at like 6:30 in some places.
That's true. I had my little guy this year, and I took him to fireworks, and I'm like, when do these things start? It's like 12:30 at night. I mean, what are we doing? So there is that.
Oh, all right. Well, we know that the Ghostbusters are just around the corner, but first we got to get to what's happening in Frederick. We're going to take a quick break. Go say hey to some of our sponsors and advertisers who make this show possible, and then get to what's happening in Frederick right after this. Thanks, Randy. We'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
Oh my God, dude, you should have went to Ken's Automotive.
You've got to be kidding me. Should have gone to Ken's Automotive. Man, this thing actually runs pretty. Should have gone to Ken's Automotive.
When your car gives you a warning, listen. Because every uh-oh ends the same way. Should have gone to Ken's Automotive.
All right, let's find out what's happening in Frederick.
Sponsored by Taco Bar in Frederick and Gaithersburg and Taquito in Hagerstown. Taco Bar is in West Point Plaza, off Route 40 in Frederick and at 3 Russell Avenue in Gaithersburg. And Taquito is at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. Taquito offers the same great quality food with a drive-through experience. TacoBar1.com or Taquito by TacoBar.com.
Oh, yes, and don't forget, if you have an event you want me to talk about on Good Morning Frederick, all you have to do is let me know. It's just $25 for 5 days, $40 for 10 days, and I will bring your event to light. Toys for Tots has a drop-off spot in Westridge Square, which is on Route 40 on the Golden Mile. You can drop it in the bin at Del Rancho or at the Orioles Nest. We're going to be doing a live remote on WFRE Friday, November 28th, which is Black Friday, from 1 to 3 p.m. I'll be out there collecting. So if you're along your travels over the next week or two, stop at a store and pick it up. You're going to make a kid in Frederick County very happy. All right, coming soon. It's the 12 eggs of Christmas. That's right. You guys have convinced me. You had so much fun hunting for eggs, not only at Easter, but also at Halloween. So we are doing the 12 eggs of Christmas. Now, details will be coming soon on how it all works. We're looking for sponsors right now. If you want to get a big push on your social media, reach out to me and let me know, because I can make sure to add you. My email, Dani@promocircus.com. I'll leave that up there for a bit for you. All right. Weekdays at 5 p.m., should the internet all go well, we have live from Studio 401. You can stop by the live broadcast at 401 North Market Street or watch right here on YouTube. Last night, we were supposed to have a live interview, and of course, with the internet down, we recorded the interview. I'm going to play that tomorrow on Good Morning Frederick. We're going to play it tonight also on live from Studio 401, because the empanadas we had last night were delicious, I got to tell you. All right, Friday, November 7th, the 400th show celebration. 401 North Market Street. The Facebook event is up now. RSVP, stop by. We're going to be giving away T-shirts, cups, Maryland Lottery scratch-offs, and other prizes. It is going to be fun, 9 to 11 a.m. We are fully booked with guests for the entire 2-hour show, minus the first 15 minutes, where I get a few minutes to say, hey, thank you so much for all your support. But this Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. I also forgot to mention, I was thinking of this morning, coming up on Friday, it is the Hood College Rotary tournament. I interviewed, it's the Rotary Club of Frederick's Hood College tip-off tournament is November 7th, Friday, and November 8th. Let me see, November 7th. They don't have the times on here, but I interviewed Mike McLean yesterday from the Rotary Club of Frederick. We're going to play that interview tomorrow, but it's some great lineup of teams. It's just $10 to get in. That money goes to help Frederick County organizations who are now applying for grants through Rotary Club of Frederick. You also get to see some amazing basketball with some great teams from the area. So that is happening on Friday. I'm going to add that tomorrow. I got to write myself a note because right before the show, I said, I know there's something on the 7th. So 11-7. Okay, great. Pen doesn't write. Okay, 11-7 Hood. Anyway, I see the gentlemen are getting in their spots. So we're going to wrap up right after this weekend's stuff. All right. So we got the lights on the tree in downtown illuminated. Actually, many of them were illuminated last night. I think they were checking to make sure everything is good. Looks so amazing in downtown Frederick, but they're doing a big deal on Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. It's also the grand opening at 5 to 8 p.m. of the new holiday headquarters at Federated Charities. Now, after this Friday, it's going to be open Saturday 3 to 6 and Sunday 1 to 4. I'm going to go check it out. They have some photo op things that will be very cool. If you're coming into downtown Frederick, you might want to do with your friends, and we're going to make sure they're legit. No, I'm just kidding. I know they're probably legit, but we're going to check them out for you before the grand opening on Friday. At 8 p.m. on Friday, it's the Over the Limit Comedy Fest, benefits the Safe Ride Foundation. It's at the Weinberg Center. If you want to win a pair of tickets to the show, you can text comedy right now to 888-465-2944. And you'll see there 3 to 6 Saturday and 3 to 6, 1 to 4 Sunday. Oh, I didn't get rid of that 3 to 6 there. Oh, let me go back here. Anyway, the holiday headquarters will be open. I will get all of that updated. All right, we are going to head on down to the home of everything, Frederick. Let's see what we got here. Oh, all right. Let's see. We have a ton of people here. Let's see. Holy cow. I think this is the most we've ever had live at one time. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning.
All at once. All right. So this is a representation of Ghostbusters Frederick only, or we have a mix of different groups?
So today we have majority of our members are from Chesapeake. Chris and Sam are dual members of Chesapeake and Frederick County Ghostbusters.
Awesome. Excellent. And what's your name?
My name is Patrick. I'm one of the original co-founders for the Chesapeake Ghostbusters.
Very good. And the other gentleman in the middle of my screen?
My name is Jason.
Hey, Jason. How are you? All right.
I'm great today.
We're going to do a little round robin here. Randy is showcasing some of the props that you guys have and bring with you. I guess let's start with first how this even got started. If you want to kind of go into did you join a larger organization of Ghostbuster fans, or was this one just kind of established and it's grown from there?
So Chesapeake Ghostbusters, we started January of 2023, me and the other co-founder, Josh. We started it up because we spent way too much money on the Halloween costumes, and we figured, hey, we had to use it more than one day a year.
I love the practicality of it. I love that.
So we started January of 23, just the two of us. Our first event was out in Solomon's Island on the boardwalk. We were handing out comics from Third Eye Comics and slime samples that we had made and taking photos with any of the passersby. And then from there, we've grown. Currently, we are a little over 30 members throughout the state. We have members all the way out in Hagerstown, Montgomery County, Salisbury, Howard County, Baltimore County, PG County, St. Mary's County, Calvert County. And last year, we actually organized, we incorporated last year and got our 501c3 nonprofit status with the IRS in October of 24.
That is phenomenal. And you guys go around, you do a ton of events, you make people so happy when you do that. Obviously, it's not only kids but adults light up at seeing you guys, especially you guys have some pretty intense props that you have collected along the way. So tell me, what does it take to join this Ghostbusters crew?
So with Chesapeake Ghostbusters, we take everybody and anybody. Our only requirements are once you decide to join with us, fill out the application, come out for 2 events with us. After your second event, we usually patch you in, but we also require everybody to get background checks done. Our biggest thing is making sure that there are no offenses towards children on criminal records. Some members do have minor criminal records, but as long as no offenses towards children, nothing serious, we allow members in because we do stuff all throughout the state. Right now, our main charity fundraiser that we've been working with this year is Starlight Children's Foundation. They're a national organization that help kids with custom hospital gowns, and they bring in games and toys around the holidays and just help critically ill kids across the nation. Earlier this year, Sony, under their Ghost Corp franchise, partnered up with Starlight Children's Foundation for the Ghostbusters Give Back initiative. So all of us are working the different groups, and I think there's 4 or 5 different Ghostbuster groups just in the state of Maryland alone. We're all working with Sony for every dollar raised. Sony's matching dollar for dollar up to about $250,000.
Yeah, that is phenomenal. All right, I need to go down the line. So I'm sorry, the young lady. Your name, is it Chris or Sam?
My name is Sam.
Okay, Sam. I'm sorry. I think you guys were introduced at the same time. When did you join the group?
I joined about 6 months ago, something like that. Yeah. My first event with them was an Awesome Con all the way down in DC. And that was probably one of their biggest events that they've done. And it was the first event I ever did, so it was very overwhelming. But this team here is so loving, supportive. I felt immediately at home, like this is a family. And it's just all the vibes here, just so lovely.
So I want to ask you, and I think Matt said the same thing. You don't look old enough to have been around when the original came out.
I am not, no.
You might have been, and you look extraordinarily young. So what was the thing about this organization or the movie that you decided, hey, I want to jump in?
Growing up, Ghostbusters was the one thing that could keep me still. It was the one thing that really made me happy growing up as a kid, and being able to bring that to other people during this and while I'm doing this, and seeing kids smile or adults being like, hey, that brought me back to my childhood, which I remember so fondly about. It's just, it really does make me happy being a part of this community.
And that's whose car is that is all done up? Are these personal vehicles that you guys deck out, or is this like a group vehicle?
So it's a group vehicle. We actually had a former member who moved out of state and sold the car to us. It's primarily mine, but it is the group's. So just been doing a little bit of TLC, keeping it up and running. It's got all the lights, the sounds, the sirens, and it's a lot of fun. We get lots of looks, lots of people, driving down the road, taking video pictures, pointing, thumbs up.
Oh, yeah.
We have a lot of fun with it.
I can imagine. All right, so we have an event coming up on November 19th. Are you guys all going to be there, or just some members of your group?
We're looking for everybody that's seated here will be there, representing Chesapeake and Frederick, plus a couple of our other members. We have a couple hoping to get 1 or 2 more of our vehicles out for that night. And we'll also be partnering up with the Frederick County Ghostbusters. And Frederick County Ghostbusters, we actually got to give them props. They're the ones that helped us get into our working arrangement with WFRE and WFMD. And without them, we wouldn't be here talking to you today, because they helped with a lot of the introductions.
Well, we love Matt, and I think it's Shannon who are part of that group. They've been great. They come out to our events. They really, step up whatever needed. And I think, I think, again, adults and kids alike, this is such a a great thing you guys are doing. And I love the fact I didn't even realize you guys were a 501c3 and giving back to the community in ways, that are even bigger than just having a good time making people smile. So that's really awesome that you guys are doing that. And, I just think it's very, very cool. We have some fans, they're the Ghostbusters fans, just like you say, when you're driving down the road, people waving and smiling. It's got to make you guys feel good.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. A lot of us grew up with the original Ghostbuster movies and including the remakes that they came out with in past years. And so it's all inclusive. It's the oddball out overcoming the overwhelming odds. And so it brings a lot of our group together. Like outside of our events, we do events all throughout the year. We have currently the Warehouse Cinema event for Christmas Cash for Kids on the 19th of this month. And then we have a Touch a Truck event in Calvert County this weekend. And then in December, we are working with HanuCon up towards Baltimore, I think out in Pikesville. And we're already trying to set up events for January. We'll be back out at AwesomeCon in March. Fells Point already reached out to us to get back with their October event next year. We just like bringing the franchise to the new generations.
Yeah.
When we do events and seeing the kids and the adults smile and having some members take their proton packs off and putting it on those adults, it's like reliving their childhood.
Yeah, I can imagine. And I like the fact that you guys are always interactive with the public when you're out. It's not just kind of walk by and look at all the cool stuff. It's like you're very engaging. Like I said, both kids and adults. We were just at a trunk or treat with Matt and the Frederick Ghostbusters. And, again, people just have a great time. And we love that you're, getting more involved as a larger organization with WFRE and WFMD. That's obviously where I'm working there too. So that makes it great too. And, so let me just ask you. All right. So I'm assuming you don't just walk into Walmart to purchase the stuff that you guys have. So where are the places that you find the gear that you have? Do you put it all together? Do you make it? Do you just buy it? How does that work?
So it is definitely a labor of love. With the different proton packs that we have here today, the one that is being shown off right now, that was done by Hasbro. It was one of their HasLab specials a couple years ago. So this one does have some modifications. I've done some cosmetic upgrades. I've done a new sound and board inside. I've redone the hose. Some of the other proton packs we have are, believe it or not, bought from Spirit Halloween. We've done their 80% packs. Some people have their 80% packs. Some people have their full-size packs. We even have a couple members that have done 3D printed packs.
Okay. That's very cool. Now, I'm assuming, obviously, since this is a volunteer thing, you guys all work other jobs. So what do you guys, I want you to go down the line and tell me what you do full-time.
I guess I'll start at one end and we'll work all
Sure.
the way down. So I work for a commercial and residential painting company. I'm a paint estimator. So if you call up wanting to get your house painted, that's where I show up.
I love it. I love it. All right. Who we have next?
So I work for a AWS partner. We do managed services supporting AWS cloud environments, as well as professional service engagements and things of that nature.
All right.
So currently I am unemployed, but typically I am a retail crime investigator or an asset protection specialist.
Ah, very good.
I work at CVS as a pharmacy technician, so I do all the pill counting, sorting, and giving their medication to the right patient.
Excellent. So what do your coworkers think when they discover that you guys do this on the side?
Mine love it. I've gotten a few pictures and posted it, and we were on Fox 5 for a video segment. What was that, a year or 2 years ago now? Shared that with coworkers. Everyone was like, "This is amazing. Love everything
Nice.
that you do."
That's awesome. Anybody else have any interesting reactions from coworkers?
So back when I actually first started with the group, my second main event was actually with Wise Markets and WFRE for doing the St. Jude's event.
Right.
And it was the first time my coworkers ever even knew that I was a Ghostbuster. Typically, they just see me in regular clothing because, of course, I'm trying to catch shoplifters. So all of a sudden, they see 3 ectos pull up lights and sirens, and they're like, what is going on? And then they see the guy that they know that wears a hoodie and jeans walks in a full khaki flight suit. It's just the funniest reaction every single time.
I love it. Now, do any of you have children?
I do.
Okay, what do they think?
They enjoy it, but they say, we like Ghostbusters, but we don't like it as much as you like it. But they love playing with all the gear.
Yeah.
They've been to a few events. You know, they enjoy like all the gadgets and gizmos that we have and interacting with people and showing them how everything works. You know, they've learned how to press all the buttons, and they enjoy that side of it for sure.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right. If somebody is interested, we got a lot of comments here. We got somebody from, I can't even read it. It's like Russian on the screen. All right. So if somebody's interested in joining the group or finding out more, what's the easiest thing for them to do?
So the easiest thing right now, Jason, I'll let him talk. He's been working on our website.
So yeah, our website is ChesapeakeGhostbusters.com. Just pushed that out within the last couple of months. There's lots of information about us. Can see some of the different events that we've done. Get more information about some of the different items. And there is, I believe it's on the FAQ page or the contact us. There's a link to do an application and submit it to us, and we review all the applications and get back to everybody and have conversations with them about joining up.
That is amazing. I've got that on screen now, ChesapeakeGhostbusters.com. Now, as a 501c3, do you guys also collect donations to pass on to these organizations that you work with?
Absolutely. So we are currently in the process. We've been working back and forth with several different payment systems. When we're at events, we've been collecting with Venmo and PayPal. We are working on getting those links live and active, hopefully within the next week on our website, so people can donate directly there. But if anybody wants to help the cause, Ghostbusters.com, they have a donate now, and you can search our team on there. And then the donate now link goes over to the Starlight Children's Foundation, so where you can donate directly to Starlight Children's Foundation as well under our team name.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, I'm inviting you all to come out to Warehouse Cinemas Wednesday, November 19th from 5 until 7. These guys are going to be set up all in the hallway with our many vendors. We're going to have a little happy hour social time before we head into the theater to see Ghostbusters on the big screen. Have you guys all seen Ghostbusters on the big screen?
I have not personally. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, Matt was telling me the same thing
adult.
from the Frederick chapter. He's never seen it on the big screen. So that's wild to me, but that's so cool. We're going to make sure if you guys want to see it, there's one for you as well as anyone else who wants to join us. It's going to be a great time. $20 for your ticket. You get unlimited popcorn and soda. That all goes to Christmas Cash for Kids. Thanks to Good Morning Frederick for sponsoring the theater so that has no cost bearing on your ticket. So come out, have a good time, bring the kiddos by, even if you can't stay for the movie, if you can drop a couple bucks into our collection bin for Christmas Cash for Kids. That was phenomenal. I want to thank you guys so much. Oh, let me ask you, actually. So if you're the Chesapeake version, where do you guys all live?
So we're spread throughout the state. I myself, I live over in Bowie in Prince George's County.
Okay.
I'm in Elk Ridge in Howard County.
I'm Damascus, Montgomery County.
Okay.
Gaithersburg, Montgomery County.
Wow, very good. Okay, well, thank you guys for making the trip into Good Morning Frederick this morning. We're going to make sure and continue to promote ChesapeakeGhostbusters.com. And we've got, of course, our Frederick County Ghostbusters will also be on site on November 19th. We need to get you guys out to sign our window of fame. So grab a marker and head on out. Thank you guys so much. We will see you in a couple of weeks. We can't wait. It's going to be wonderful. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Well, they head out to sign the window of fame, and we'll watch while they do that because we got Randy on the camera to catch them while they're heading out. We're going to get them to sign the window of fame, but let me tell you, November 19th. So you could go to WFMD.com, reserve your tickets because we need to know how big of a theater to get. We want to make sure you have a space if you want to watch the movie. But if you just want to come by from 5 until 7 p.m., we're going to have I think I've got about 12 or 15 vendors who are going to be set up at Warehouse Cinemas. It's also a great place to grab a meal. We've got half-price beer, wine, and cocktails at Warehouse Cinemas on Wednesdays. And I think pizzas are $7. I could be wrong about that. They might be $8. But great food, great drinks, and of course, if you want to go into the movie, you can do so. It's just $20 for your ticket. That 100% goes to Christmas Cash for Kids. We would love to fill the large theater, which is, I think, 170 people or 150 people, but we need to know you're coming soon so that we can do that. So you can go to WFMD.com. There is a link where you can purchase a ticket and come on out and see these guys and girls in person as we head into the holiday. Oh, that was awesome. Look at them. I bet downtown Frederick is like, what is going on? 401 North Market Street, there's always something
He's
fun
going to turn
happening.
the lights. He's going to turn the lights and sirens on. You want to see that?
Oh, yeah. I'm hanging in for that. That's awesome. So this vehicle will actually be out at Warehouse Cinemas. They've got it fully decked out, and I'm sure there's looks and stares from people. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. I like the call us, we believe you. That is phenomenal. That is
Good
really
job.
great. Well, tell them again, thank you so much. I'm going to jump on a quick break while we get set up. Is Rachel there?
Yes.
Awesome.
Good
Okay.
job.
I'm going to just take a quick break. Say thank you guys
job,
so
guys.
much. Awesome. Yeah, that was great.
I'll take your
All
pens
right.
in there unless you. Oh, you guys got to go get your packs, but.
All right, we're going to let them get all set up. We're going to jump a quick break, and then we're going to be back with Rachel and Dr. Rachel, of course, and see about her practice.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
Hey, if you're like me and you've always wanted to go to Alaska, well, you can join me. Antietam World Travel Service is putting everything together for June 9th through the 20th, 2026. We're going to do the land and the sea. It's going to be wonderful. You can get all the information at AntietamTravel.com. Go there right now and just express your interest, and we will answer any questions that you have, but you can join me. Let's go to Alaska. Let's see all the great stuff Alaska has. June 9th through 20th, 2026.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business. They're located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding. They can also take care of your windows and gutters, and even build you a new patio or deck. All you have to do is call 301-703-2157 or send an email, info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. You just have to let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. All right, we're going to head back down to Studio 401 and welcome Rachel. All right, Rachel, I've been butchering your last name all morning to where I've had to call you Dr. Rachel. Pronounce it for me.
It's Altvater, like Darth Vader.
Oh, how simple is that? Yes. I don't know why I made that so complicated, but that was simple.
Plus, it sounds
Dr.
cool,
Rachel,
dude.
Rachel Altvater. You are with Creative Psychological. You're the founder of the practice. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And I was looking at your website. I love what you're doing, and I think that this is so important. So first, welcome to Good Morning, Frederick. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Okay, tell me a little bit about you are from Columbia, Maryland. Is that right?
Catonsville, Maryland.
Oh, Catonsville. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm sorry, Catonsville, and you have offices in Frederick as well. Tell me about why Creative Psychological, how you got this started.
Back in the day, when I think it honestly started when I was in elementary school, and I forgot that was really the origin. I mean, obviously, my life, the origin is what got me here. But when I was in elementary school, I was chosen to be a peer mediator for children who were struggling, my peers who were struggling. And so I guess it's just ingrained in me. That really is where it started. But I really believe that in high school, I could have benefited from a therapist. Didn't know that existed. Didn't know that I could receive support in that way. And I think that I just always had this desire to help kids and teens, and specifically with their mental and emotional wellness. And it just kind of led to where I am through a series of events through school and just life experiences.
Well, kudos to you for kind of realizing that. And, I'm assuming it's so when you decided, because I noticed on your website, it's about through creative, like play therapy and art and things like creative psychological, right? So going a different route than sitting on a couch and trying to get young people to even come to terms with what they're dealing with emotionally or mentally, which is hard enough for adults. So I'm assuming that you find that this really gets you further down the path more quickly.
Yes, absolutely. First and foremost, I'm a super creative person. So I'm all about authenticity and being who you are. I don't know if you can see, for those who are tuning in, I have rainbow hair. It's a whole vibe. It's a whole brand. But yeah, I want to be me, right? And I want people to come in and be who they are.
Yeah.
And to work through their psychological struggles in a way that aligns with them. So that's one thing. On the other end, which I think is of utmost importance, kids and teens, but more so kids, really lack the verbal abilities, developmentally speaking, to understand and to express what's going on. So to expect a child to come in, to sit down and say, I had a terrible day today, and this is exactly what happened.
Right.
Which some kids might, right? Some
Right.
kids might come in and share that. But for the most part, kids don't really understand. Like, they understand what's going on in their world to the extent that they're able to, right? From their perspective.
Yeah. Mostly it's like, hey, how was school? Good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What'd you do today? Nothing.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And by the way, those are more close-ended questions too. So we encourage more open-ended questions. Tell me about your favorite thing today. What's one thing that you learned today, to try to encourage some of that discussion? But yes, they don't necessarily want to come in and share all of the things. Also, it feels, I don't know, sometimes feels a little too close, a little too vulnerable. Yes, this video right here that you're showing, that we're scrolling through, introducing Andrew, is a really great 1.5-minute overview of what play therapy is. And it kind of jokes about what I was just joking about. Like, I had a bad day, dear mother. So
Right.
that might be good for you all to check out.
Yeah.
But kids love to be able to play and to get creative and to explore and express their lived experiences in a way that aligns with them, right? Back to that alignment piece.
Absolutely. And at what point, what is a parent seeing, or what is a child experiencing where you go, okay, this is more than behavioral, this really requires something else?
Again, I think that it goes in a couple different directions. I think every person struggles to some extent, right? That's part of the human experience. And so it can be helpful to have a support person to provide space to allow processing of mental and emotional challenges. But oftentimes, I think when parents really say it is time now for my child to receive additional support, there is some impact in school or in home where there might be refusals to comply with going to school or, completing things around the house. Now, let's just be real too. Kids don't necessarily want to just do the things that they're told. Okay.
I was going to say, you're describing my childhood right there, dude.
Right. Yes. I mean, there's a normal part of being a child and of not wanting to do the things, right? Because humans want a sense of control, a sense of permission to do what they want in a way that they want to do it. That's part of being who we are and trying to figure out who we are. Yes.
Yeah.
And more so when it's causing distress, either for the child or for those around the child. If there's a lot of arguments at home or there's a lot of really big feels, right? Behavioral outbursts, emotional outbursts, where it maybe feels a little bit more extreme and some additional support could be helpful to help the child and the whole family, really.
Yeah, I mean, we all kind of want peace, right, in our home, and we want things to go well, and understanding that there are outbursts from adults as well. I mean, we all could probably use a little introspection and, having someone that is not the parent trying to my thing is all about, we all need the tools to be successful. And that's what I love about therapy, is it gives you the tools to handle when the road you're going sideways and you want to go the other way. It gives you a way to deal with that. And that's what I love about it. Are you finding, how long have you had this practice?
I want to quickly say, I love that you say that. And I love that you normalize wanting additional support as a person, and that doesn't make you bad or make something wrong with you. So I love that you say that.
Yeah.
I opened the practice in 2018. We have 3 locations. We have one in Catonsville, we have one in Frederick, and then one in Columbia.
Okay. Yeah, that's really great. Have you noticed, especially post-pandemic, an uptick in kids specifically, but people needing or wanting the help?
Yes. I will say that there are not enough providers for people seeking services. And I think that it's a couple different things. I think that social media and just the internet in general, there's a lot more exposure to normal human experiences. And I think that seeking mental health treatment is more normalized now than it was 10, 15, 20 plus years ago.
Yeah.
Whereas before, it's you need help. Like there's something wrong with you. Go get help. Or you have, the stereotypical laying on the couch and you have the therapist behind you, like very Freudian, writing notes, things like that.
Yeah.
Tell me about your relationship with your mother.
Yes, exactly. Well, it all started back in the day.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that, and I'm really glad that we are getting to a place where seeking out that help is becoming more normal. And because we're dealing with a lot of things. And while I agree, social media can be a great tool to identify things in our own personalities where we go, oh, wow, okay, I might really, or these are really great tips. It's always best to have someone who you work with that knows you, kind of your ins and outs, the way you need to be successful, rather than kind of getting this spitball effect of these little tips and tricks, which again, if you're using them to make your life better, congratulations, that's amazing. But a lot of times people can't motivate themselves by themselves at first and need those tools and that great foundation that someone like you provides. But I will say this, having a daughter who, a COVID freshman in high school who needed help, finding a therapist for someone under 18 is virtually impossible. So I'm so glad that you and others are out there doing the hard work, because as a parent, that was a nightmare for me. So do you specialize mostly in young people?
Yes. Child and adolescent mental health. And then I also specialize in trauma work.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Your days are heavy, I'm sure, but somebody's got to do it. And we appreciate that you're out there doing that hard work. How many practitioners do you have at each location?
I think it's about 30 across all locations. We just had a big team expansion this summer. So we do have openings, but I have lost count.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, excellent. It's excellent, again, because I know as a parent, sometimes you get frustrated that you cannot find the help. And typically when a parent is looking, it's at a point of crisis or at a point that, you need something. What I do love about Frederick is we have the Mental Health Association has the crisis 24-hour office right off Montague Lane. So if you're having an immediate crisis or your child is having an immediate crisis, you can go 24 hours a day to the Mental Health Association on Montague Lane, get the help you need immediately, and they are really great about trying to find a provider for more long-term help. And, there are times, especially right now with the furloughs and people are dealing with a lot, we want to make sure you guys all know somebody's there to help you always. 211 is a great resource as well. But we really appreciate what you have built and so glad you brought it to Frederick. What was it about Frederick that made you decide this was going to be a good area for you?
I wanted to move close to the area. So my thought was to expand to Frederick. Catonsville is my first location because that's where I grew up and I wanted to give back to my roots. And then I knew I wanted to move to Frederick County. So here we are.
Oh, great. So you live up here now?
Yes.
That's great. Well, welcome to Frederick. We're happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think it's really great. All right. If there's one tip that you can give parents watching now, if they're dealing with maybe a child who's throwing the temper tantrum in the grocery store, what is a way that you can actually help redirect that child so you can get what you need to get done?
Two things. I know you said one thing, but the first thing is perspective, right? So recognizing the child's perspective, but the actual action is modeled behavior and connection. So I have a toddler, and when he has big feelings, I just start to breathe. I get down on his level and I start to breathe. And I know as a parent how activating it is when your child is struggling, because your child's struggling and you don't want your child to struggle. And then also it's activating your nervous system and it's starting to make you feel a little overwhelmed or a lot overwhelmed. Yeah. So, and then I think there's also, if it's happening out in public, there's this added level of, oh no, we're being disruptive, or people are going to look at me and think I'm a bad parent. This is normal. A normal part of parenting is to try to work through your child's big feels with them. So
I can tell you, for having like a child, like on an airplane, like back when I didn't have kids, you're like, oh, what are we doing? But once you have kids and you know that there's no place that parent wants to be other than fixing whatever for that issue or whatever, it's just really tough on them, and especially when these kids are are having a meltdown. So just try to show some compassion.
Yeah. So showing kids what to do, right? Because if a child is struggling and then you're like, stop it, that's just going to activate their nervous system even more. It's not going to regulate them. Connection is regulation. So that is really, really the answer to what you were asking, and really recognizing, to the extent that you're able, what your child is feeling, how they're experiencing that present moment can really help you tune in and feel more compassion for their experience, ease your own feelings, and then proceed accordingly.
Well, and that's exactly what therapy can do for a parent, is give you the tools so that you can actually handle it at the point. Oh, I see. He's fixing your thing behind you. So that a parent can actually, at a time of intenseness, you can be calm. That's like one of the most basic things, right? Because as soon as you throw your energy into the mix, it's like the fire, the fuel to the fire. The other thing I would love for people to do is be graceful. Other adults, especially if you're out of the young kid age range, I know how, but just give a little grace to the mom, understanding that, she would rather do, or father that's dealing with this, they would rather be anywhere else than in that moment. And so I think if we can all use a little bit of grace and just, not attack a parent who's dealing with that, then they are able to focus a little bit more on those tools that you just gave by breathing, getting down on the level, trying to experience what your child is going through. These kids, until they're even 25, they don't have the vocabulary, they don't have the emotional intelligence to really communicate what they're going through and what they're feeling. And I think that that was kind of what you were saying before.
Yes.
It's like, you're trying to kind of work through all of that in a millisecond of an explosion. So,
yeah, if you don't speak it out, you act it out. And that's what those outbursts are. But that's also going back to play therapy. They're not necessarily speaking it verbally, but they're acting it out.
yeah.
And that way it's able to get out. They're able to work through things in a healthy way. But there's modeling, guidance, support that's needed along the way.
Well, I think we need a whole YouTube channel segment just with you. Well, we definitely want to have you back.
Yeah,
Welcome
absolutely.
to Frederick. We're so
Thanks.
happy that you're here to help our kids have a healthy, adjusted lifestyle. CreativePsychological.com is the website. If you have a child and you're struggling, maybe you're struggling with the tools in order to help them be happier, healthier, maybe reach out. And I know Rachel and her team will be there to answer your questions. How does it work when we contact you, as a parent contacts you? I'm assuming a consultation is set up, or what do you guys do?
Yeah, so you can reach out through the website. That is the most convenient way. And then our practice manager, who is also our referral specialist, will reach back out. And she is a wonderful matchmaker. She takes a lot of care into knowing the team and getting to know the child's needs and matching based on availability, location, insurance, etc. And
That's
then
amazing.
They're paired with a clinician, and then we'll have either a consultation call if they want a meet and greet before, or they schedule that initial intake.
Well, we appreciate you taking your busy time to stop by today, and we look forward to talking to you again. I do think it's so vital to remind people, because if they're not in the moment that they need it today, they might not be hearing it as much as they would be if they were in that moment. But it's so important for you guys to know this information, pass it along to somebody who might be struggling. Maybe you just talk to a parent who's just really having a hard time, and this could be what they need. So Creative Psychological, this is Dr. Rachel Altvater. Oh my God. I now have a mental block. I'm just a Dr. Rachel. Dr. Rachel. Thank you so much for coming in today. And we wish you all the success. Now we're going to watch while you go sign our Window of Fame.
Ooh.
And thanks.
So
And
fancy.
I'm going to reach out to you, because I'd love to do a little bit more with you too on this subject. This would be great.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a lovely rest of your day.
Absolutely. All right, Randy, we're going to take her on out to the Window of Fame and get her to sign there. And again, Creative Psychological is her practice. 3 locations: Catonsville, Columbia, and Frederick, to serve you. And I'm telling you, I know a lot. There's so much going on. And, we got kids that are struggling, and we don't want them to, right? We don't want them to struggle. Oh, well, let's do this one. Sorry. There we go. We're going on out to Market Street, and Dr. Rachel and her rainbow hair out to sign the Window of Fame. And she is famous because helping kids lead better lives is the goal always. I want to thank her so much. All right. Want to thank you guys so much for watching today. I know we kind of went a little bit over, but I'll say this. It was all for a great, we had a great show today. We had a great show. Want to thank you guys all for hanging in, tuning in. Please share, appreciate all the comments. And, the most important thing is let's get out there and let's be great as we can be, Frederick.